Hello, my fellow art fans. My name is Aurora Contreras, and I'll be your host for Art Review. Welcome to my first artist review session. In these artist review sessions, I'll be studying and exploring the styles, techniques, and imagery depicted in a selected artist's body of work. Artists will be selected from various periods in history and from all parts of the world. They'll be selected from all forms of mediums, for example, paintings, photography, etc. First, I'll start off with the artist's name, art sample of their known work, style of art that they are more commonly known for, and briefly give examples of other known artists within that style. Second, I'll observe and describe the imagery I'm seeing, the genre, and the media utilized by the artists, and how it is applied. And third, I'll delve into the potential symbolic representation of the imagery depicted in the art piece. Today, I'll be starting with the Post-Impressionist painter Vincent van Gogh. The artist's piece I've chosen is titled Enclosed Field with Rising Sun, circa 1889. Other Post-Impressionists you might recognize include Paul Cezanne, Georges Seurat, and Paul Gauguin. In this brilliant work of art, we cast our eyes onto a broad grassy field that is lit by the morning sun as it rises above the horizon. We walk onto a large field that is enclosed by low stone walls that separate the urban dwelling in the background from the working fields at the forefront of the painting. Further into the background, we see the muted rolling hills and mountain range that partially hides the rays of the sun. The large sun with its ever-growing vibrant reach illuminates everything except the immediate area below the stone wall and the field below, engaging us with the feeling of needing to have that area touched by the sun so that we may experience more vibrant colors. Vincent impresses his thick tapered signature strokes in a variety of ways. We see a variety of cool blues and greens and bursts of short strokes with the impasto technique that Van Gogh is renowned for. Prussian blue, ultramarine, and emerald green hardened strokes emphasize the shadows in the grassy segmented fields and in the mountains in the distance. Above, in the sky on the horizon, thick short yellow strokes encircle, irradiate, and fade outward from the sun, in circular bursts of yellow ochre, chrome and cadmium yellow, with slight hints of chrome orange and red ochre. As we scan the field in the direction of the sun, we notice the colors in the fields become brighter and more alive on the crests of the uneven fields. On the forefront and left side of the painting, we see a disheveled field area. Yet when you look around that specific area, his short and thick rustic strokes are consistent and slanted diagonally, as if pressed down intentionally by force. Is it a gusty day where swirls of wind shifted the grassy field? What symbolic connotations can we derive from this depiction of Vincent's early morning sunrise? Is it mere observation that Van Gogh has bestowed upon us? Or is it a glimpse into his mental state? The imagery of this composition conveys conflict. The enclosure of the stone walls project a feeling of constraints and confinement, as does the mountain range in the background seen at right. You can see how tight and aggressive his shortened paint strokes are within the boundaries of the stone walls. Yet when you look past beyond the walls and dwelling place, his lines become more spread out, flamboyant and whimsical like fire flames. His expression of freedom lies beyond the stone walls and the skies above, and with the trees branching out in the background where there are no signs of man-made borders. You can almost feel the intense relief with the impression of his more carefree strokes in the tree tufts he creates. His fierce expression of the feeling for freedom is expressed sporadically and wildly on the horizon. This concludes my artist review of Vincent van Gogh. Thank you for tuning in and following along. Please join me in the future for further artist reviews where I'll explore the intricacies of other masterworks.